Good afternoon everyone and welcome to the Higher Education Open event. In this session we're going to be looking at the teaching, education and support courses. We have the tutors on hand to answer your questions. We will be showing a short video, but we have had some technical difficulties this morning where the sound isn't working. So if that is the case, we'll move straight on to the tutors. They'll give a brief explanation about their courses and then we'll move on to the Q&A.
Hello, I'm going to tell you about the Diploma in Education and Training at Herefordshire, Ludlow and North Shropshire College. This course is designed for intending and practicing teachers in further education and training, industry, adult education, community education and public sector services. It's suitable for teachers with both a full-time and a part-time teaching role. And what does the course involve? Well, the course runs over 2 years and is part-time. Students come to college once a week during term time and the taught sessions are run from 5 p.m. until 8 p.m. This is so that people who are already teaching can fit the course in around their teaching commitments. In college, students attend lectures, take part in seminars and discussions and work collaboratively with their fellow students on a range of tasks. Assessment for the course is through a professional development portfolio, assignments and observations of teaching. In order to complete the course, students need to be in a position to teach at least 50 hours in each of the 2 years of the course. They'll be observed in their teaching 4 times each year and these observations will form part of the final assessment. In year 1 of the course, students will study, among other things, teaching, learning and assessment, theories, principles and models in education and inclusive practice. In year 2, they'll learn about specialist delivery techniques and developing specialist resources and wider professional practice. In the past, we've had students from many different backgrounds in teaching, including farriery, theatre school teachers, hair and beauty teachers, police officers, NHS trainers, trainers from the catering industry, plumbers, people who teach motor vehicle mechanics, artists, social workers and people who train counsellors. In short, for anyone involved in education and training in a range of sectors, this course gives them a great start to their teaching career.
Hello, my name is Zoe Taplin and I'm one of the course leaders on the Foundation Degree in Learning Support. We run the course here in Hereford in close partnership with the University of Worcester. This allows our students to work in Hereford as well as utilising the resources from the university themselves. The course is a 2-year course and covers modules such as creative curriculum, the national agenda, and you have an opportunity of doing a work-based research study in the 2nd year. To apply for a course, you will need to have a level 3 qualification or BTEC equivalent, or we do have a mature student entrance. This is for students who have worked in a learning support environment for several years and have got the work-based experience but haven't got maybe the up-to-date relevant qualifications. This course will run on a Wednesday from 1:30 to 8:30 at the college, and learning can involve lectures, seminars, group tutorials, presentations. We listen to our students each year and try to adapt the learning for the following year to make it more enjoyable for everybody involved. If you feel you have the relevant qualifications to apply for our course, the other 2 commitments that we do require from you are at least 10 hours of work-based learning support, as well as 10 to 15 hours of independent learning time. If you think that the Foundation Degree in Learning Support is for you, then please contact us directly through our website and we will answer any queries that you have. Thank you very much.
Hello, I'm Kath Mabbott, the tutor of the Level 5 Diploma in Dyslexia. The duration of the course is a year, most of which is face-to-face. The face-to-face training allows each participant to interact with the tutor and the fellow participants. The course is split into 3 units. Unit 1 and 2 focus on the theory behind dyslexia, specialist teaching and being dyslexia friendly. Unit 3 is the practical element of the course. It involves planning and delivering a total of 20 hours of lessons to 2 learners. If you'd like to know more information about the course, please get in contact.
Okay, we seem to be having the issue again. So could we move on to Anthony, and you can give a brief explanation about the course, and then we can answer some questions, if that's all right with you.
Hello, yeah, no problem. Good afternoon. So hopefully you can hear me okay.
Yeah.
Good. Okay. Okay, so the Diploma in Education and Training course is a 2-year part-time course. It's aimed at teachers in a range of teaching areas. Originally it was aimed at teachers in further and higher education. These days it actually can be a suitable training course, a suitable way into the profession for school teaching as well, via a slightly enhanced route after the course. So 2 years part-time. At the moment, that equates to 1 evening per week, 5 p.m. till 8 p.m. The reason we run it at that time is because some people are teaching full-time already, and they want to be able to fit in with a training course. The course is a portfolio course, so students are actually asked to keep a portfolio of evidence of their skills and experiences and so on, and then they're assessed on an ongoing basis, and their teaching is also assessed. We observe the teaching 4 times every year by mentors and college tutors and so on. I think that's probably in a nutshell.
Okay, brilliant. Okay, so if I go in with some questions, how will delivery of the course look in September?
That's a really good question. As things are at the moment, we think probably the most likely scenario is a blended model. So there will be some virtual teaching, this type of thing, but also there will be face-to-face teaching in a suitable environment. The course itself, because it involves some teaching experience for the students as well, obviously then the knock-on is that they're also going to be in that situation where they might be doing some virtual teaching, they might be doing some live teaching. So when we do things like lesson observations and so on, sometimes they can be virtual as well as live. So we've had to adapt fairly quickly with this, and obviously it's quite a fast-moving scenario. But as far as we know, that's how it's going to look.
Okay. So how is the course assessed?
The students each keep a portfolio of evidence of their skills and experiences. They're assessed on that and also on their teaching. The good news for most people, at least, is that there is no actual exam associated with this course, that it is a portfolio base and through practical assessments, through observations of teaching.
Okay, so how much experience in teaching do you need to start the course, and how much teaching do you need to do whilst on the course?
Okay, so prior to the course, quite a few people in the past and now come onto the course as they are starting teaching or just before they've started teaching, so they might have no previous teaching experience, although probably they will have some other qualifications up to and including level 3. So A levels, for example, MVQ level 3s, or some experience which will actually qualify them to get onto a university level course. During the course, students need to teach for at least 50 hours per year, which isn't a huge number. It equates to a couple of hours a week. As long as someone's got a couple of hours a week timetable teaching, then they'd be able to actually do this course. Of course, the reality is most people have more than that, and as I say, some people are teaching full time.
Okay, So what are the entry requirements to get onto the course?
Okay, so it's expected that by the end of the course, students will have a reasonably good grade at GCSE English and Maths. So if students don't have those as they come into the course, they'll be expected to study those alongside the course so that they are qualified in those by the end of the course. Entry requirements, level 3 and beyond. So A levels, level 3 qualifications, although it is possible to come on to the with a suitable range of experience or length of years of experience, then that could get you onto the course as well.
Okay, last one then. What can I do once I've completed?
Okay, so when you've completed this course, you are then qualified to teach in further education. For some people, that's their reason for doing the course. We've had others then who go on to do a short extra course, which is about 6 months long, and that gives them qualified teacher in lifelong learning sector status, QTLS, which in equivalent terms is equivalent to qualified teacher status, which is what school teachers have. So with this qualification and the 6-month qualification following this one, people can actually access school teaching and the school teachers pay scale using this course.
Great, thank you. So if we can move on to Zoe now about the Learning Support course, if that's all right.
Hello.
Okay. Could you give a brief overview of it for us, and then we can go on to some questions?
Okay, so the Foundation Degree in Learning Support is a 2-year course that runs at the Hereford campus in partnership with the University of Worcester. You do 8 modules in your first year and 8 modules in the second year. You are expected to be working in a setting where you're supporting learning throughout, so whether in a school or in a care, anywhere that you are supporting learners, and you are required to do 10 hours of independent study learning alongside as well.
Okay, so first question, how does the partnership with the university work?
We're really lucky, and students are really lucky in this sense, that you will enrol at the Hereford campus and you're able to use all of the Hereford and Ludlow College resources and facilities, but you'll also be enrolled at the University of Worcester, which means that you can access all of their facilities, including the High, which is their amazing library service. You've got access to one-to-one tutorials for academic writing. They have got an online librarian service where you can get help with your referencing, or if you've got queries of where to look for text to support your assignments, they can help you. You've also got access to First Point, which gives you advice on finance and counselling, careers, money. It's a whole wealth of a resource that you can access as well.
Okay. Will I get help sorting out a placement?
Yeah, so we know at the moment that with COVID that school placements, especially on a voluntary basis, have been suspended. If, from what the government say, everything goes ahead in September, there shouldn't be an issue. What we are asking students is to look for a placement and maybe just get a letter from the school that when it is safe to return to a school, that they have got access to it, then we will work with students.
Okay. What could I progress on to when I finish the course?
So most people starting this course may have done health and social care, or they may have done the supported teaching and learning support and RTAs within schools already. And it accesses you to courses in teaching. You can go forward to do PGCEs. You can have top-ups into your 3rd year at the University of Worcester and you get automatic entry. So you can get a full degree, and then people have gone on to do SENCO work, speech and language, teaching, all parts of the education sector.
Okay, so how much time will I spend in college?
So the course at the moment runs on a Wednesday from 1:30 to 8:30 in the evening. Again, most people on our courses are working full-time around these hours. It's classed as a full-time because the onus is back on the students to do the independent study time. So 1 day a week in college, but you are expected to do the work of a full-time course.
Okay. Do I need any prior experience?
It does help. What we're asking for entry into the course is a level 3 qualification, so BTEC, Sitting Guilds, A-levels. However, for some students who are coming from school setting already, they may not have up-to-date relevant qualifications. So we do have a mature student route for those students who are working within a setting and have done for some years. So their experience outweighs the qualification at this point, so we can then access them into the course.
Okay. And what are the entry requirements?
Level 3 qualification or equivalent, or the mature student route. So it's worth contacting us directly and we can talk through options with you, and we may find the best possible route to get onto the course.
Brilliant. Okay, is there anything else you'd like to add before we move on?
It's a fantastic course. Please come and join us. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So if we move on to Linda now, just to have a talk about the Teaching Learners with Dyslexia and Specific Learning Difficulties Level 5 course. Oh, Linda, you might need to unmute yourself.
Sorry, everybody. Can you hear me now?
Yes, that's it.
Lovely. This course is one that we run in the evening at the college. It's a really lovely course for people who are probably already working with learners who have got a range of difficulties, maybe dyslexia, maybe dyscalculia, specific learning difficulties. It's a level 5 diploma, so you're going to work at a level 5 area throughout the year. During the evening, you attend college between 5:30 and 8:30 once a week. It is expected that you will already be working with learners, and probably that might be in a college, but also it might be in a secondary or a primary school. It could be in any educational establishment, whether that's mainstream or whether it's special needs. This college course is quite popular. It is quite niche, but it is one that is always needed and highly regarded. We work quite closely with the British Dyslexia Association, which are our awarding body, to make sure that we're current with all the current sort of concepts that are going on in education that you might need to be able to pass on to the children or the young people that you're working with. You're working with a teacher who is incredibly qualified in this area, and also with your peers. And that's the great thing about the attendance, which, although this year it may be slightly different, we hope will be, the majority of it will be face-to-face, because you're going to explore quite a lot of the things you do with your peers and with the tutor, which will make this an even more interesting course.
Thank you. So what can I progress on to after doing the course?
You can, if you wish, progress on to the level 7, which is an even higher level course, which is similar, but obviously goes into a lot more detail. So the work that you do on the level 7 would be much more detailed. There are various colleges all over the country that run the level 7. So whether you decided to do it here or whether you decided to do it in somewhere near your home is up to you. Because the courses are few and far between, we find that a lot of our students do travel quite a long way to come to us, and we're happy to offer the courses here so that it's more convenient for you to study this way.
Okay. So how much does the course cost?
I'm sorry, I don't have the exact figure to my fingertips because I didn't know I was doing this straight away, but it was in the region of £1,700.
But they can always ring up and contact finance, can't they, and just double check that?
Absolutely, we could double check that for anybody who wants to know what that is.
Okay. And how many assignments is there throughout the year, or sort of units and all that sort of thing?
You will be working on assignments throughout the course. They are regularly spaced out, so there would be no more than 8 assignments over the academic year. And some of those assignments are not written. Some of those are of a more practical nature that you're actually doing with the people that you're working with, but you're using those practical assessments that you're doing yourself as an assignment to show that you are competent in that particular area. So some are theoretical, some are practical.
Brilliant, thank you. That's it for the questions. Is there anything else you'd like to add at all onto the end?
No, I don't think so, not for me.
Okay, brilliant. So thank you for watching, everyone. Apologies about the video. We will get the video up onto YouTube as soon as possible. We'll get the video that we were meaning to play put up and then cut it with the Q&A afterwards. If there was questions that you wanted to ask but haven't been answered or anything like that, you're more than welcome to get into contact with the college. You can comment on our YouTube channel or our social medias and we'll try and get it answered for you. Thank you for watching.